All right, folks, welcome back to Movie Nerds. Today we have a packed show. A lot of reviews today. I'm coming to you from my wife's kitchen, her studio. She's actually a cake baker, aka extraordinary Instagram influencer, as they call it. Anyways, we're gonna be reviewing lots of movie. Actually, no, not more
More
shows than
shows
movies.
and movies, yeah.
Yeah, come join us. First things first, let's get it out of the way. Thank you for watching. Those who are brand new, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Movie Nerds. We do reviews. We do looking back on old movies, and we talk about it, as well as TV shows, streaming, anything that has to do with the entertainment business. We kind of follow. We don't do a lot of news here, but we should. But this is not our full-time gig, so we don't have time to be doing all that stuff, but just review. I do have my special guest today. Dave, how you doing, man?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm good. How's life in Utah?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Is it hot or cold over there?
It's a little warm. I don't know. What do you consider hot? Because we had a high of like 85 today.
That's not bad.
No,
That's
it's
not
not
bad.
bad. It's not bad.
Not bad at all.
But yeah, it was a little bit cool when it rained last week. But
Well,
it felt good.
it rained for us too, but it was humid, like
Oh,
crazy
okay.
over here. So,
It's
but
still warm.
we have AC. We have two portable AC and then a small unit in the living room and a whole lot of money in my electric bill. So
Yeah, yeah.
I'm getting ready for getting used to Arizona.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, folks, let's get right to it. We have a pack show. Like I said, we are going to be reviewing a movie called it's See How They Run. It's in theater now. It's a very small, low budget movie. It has a pretty well like big cast, and it's directed by Tom George. Now, I always tell people never trust a person with two first name, because it just doesn't do, I don't know, it just, and he hasn't really done much directing wise. He does a lot of television, a lot of radio as well, but this is his first motion picture, and his name is Tom George. Yeah, I don't
Is
know
this
if
a remake
I don't think this maybe is a remake.
from a 1955 film?
I believe so. But it's set in London. It's in the West End of the 1950s London, and it's about the movie, the about, well, we'll talk about it later. I don't want to review that yet, and so we'll get into it.
Okay.
But yeah, we're gonna review that, and then we're gonna review She-Hulk, Lord of the Power, or the Rings of Power, which I was very disappointed in. And so, and then we're gonna do our main one today is Cobra Kai season 5, which is I'll keep we'll talk about. Anyways, let's get to it. Let's first go to She-Hulk. Um, it was not good. It's getting worse, and it's gonna only get 5 minutes of my time in this review. The only good thing about this episode was the two friends, the secretary and the lawyer. I like their
Yeah,
chemistry.
that was funny.
That was funny. So that's the only thing that I thought it was worth watching. This show is, I am not sure how the hell is everybody on the internet or in the movie business or in the entertainment business said that this is good writing and this is a great show.
There's
I
yeah.
don't know. I don't know. Are they trying to kiss up to Disney? Are they trying to kiss up to, because this show is terrible. It's terrible. And that's all it's gonna get my time on my review. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know. I
Take
was
it
just
away.
thinking like the characters seem pretty shallow, almost one dimensional. Like even Jennifer Walters' character, they try to give her some depth, but it's not. It's very shallow. So it's yeah, that's the whole thing.
There was
And they
one,
teased Daredevil at the end.
and that's the only thing I care about. And I had to
Yeah.
wait till the end to freaking find out. Although it's not even a tease, it's like kind of like we know he's coming.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're just gonna wait.
There's no trailer, so
Yeah, and so um this episode's bad. It's not as worse as the last episode.
I'm trying to think what even happened in this episode.
Remember they went to the court trying to get her name.
Oh yeah,
And
Tatiana or whatever her
yeah,
name is.
and
Another very one-dimensional character.
yeah. And guys, I know you guys like Ally McBeal. I didn't think that show was that great. I didn't like it. I didn't watch it. It was, to me, it was stupid. But to in anywhere in the world, even in the MCU, I would hope that the courtroom does not behave. There's not allowed the behavior of those in the court like this show does, because
in real life.
it's a joke. It's a joke. Anyways, She-Hulk suck. Worst episode, not worst episode, probably second worst episode. And I'm not liking this series at all. I think it's not that good. I don't know what the hell people are thinking that this is a good show. Anyways, anything else for She-Hulk?
No, I'm sure that we talked about this, but I heard somebody compare She-Hulk to Bruce Banner, his character, his backstory, his anger, his trauma.
I don't see any of that.
We don't see any of that. And She-Hulk for sure doesn't have any of that.
Nope.
And then they compared her character that we're seeing on streaming to basically the rest of like the orphaned, traumatized heroes that give up their personal desires to go and save the world. And she's like, I don't want any of that. That's for the orphans. That's for the billionaires. Like she has no challenges and she doesn't want to give up anything. She's not sacrificing anything for the greater good. And she doesn't want to.
Maybe not yet. Maybe in the end her character might come around and go that route. Maybe. But even then it does not redeem how bad this show is. It's not that good. Anyways, let's leave the dust of She-Hulk behind us. Let's move on to our second topic or second review, and that is See How They Run. Now, this is a film that really didn't get a lot of publicity. It has a lot of great cast. You get well, first of all, I don't know how to say her name. Sasha. I don't know how to say her name.
Let me see.
Yeah, it has Sam Rockwell, and it David. So I don't know how. By the way, the cast is there. Just look it up. You got Adrien Brody. He's in there. You got
Adrien Brody's in this.
Yeah, Adrien Brody's in this. He's a narrator. Ruth Wilson, who is a very good actress. You got some good cast and good actors and actresses in this movie. I say what's the girl's name?
I'm trying to find the cast list. I'm looking at IMDb right now. Let's see.
Shishron. Well, how do you say? I cannot say her name.
Are you talking about Constable Stalker?
Yeah.
Saoirse Ronan.
Sure.
Saoirse?
Yeah.
I don't know how to say that.
Yeah.
Saoirse.
I think everybody tries to say her name, but they always get it wrong. But she's a really good actress. She's been in a lot of movies. Lovely Bones when she was young. She's been in the remake of Little Women, which I love. I know that sounds crazy.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, so it's a remake. You've seen the original one, right?
Yeah,
with Christian Bale in it and stuff as well. But this one I think is better. Okay, so go check it out. I loved it. I thought it was But so you get a great cast. It's a murder mystery. It takes place in the 1950s in London, and it's about the entertainment. It's about film. It's about Broadway show, and it's about this show that they're trying to make it into a movie. Like right off the bat, it's a very dry humor. It wants to be nice
humor for you.
Yeah, it wants to be Knives Out. But it's not a bad movie. I think this is a very good movie. It just was really like it lacked energy. It lacked if you watch Knives Out, it's it's the pace is fast, and the pace is, it's more of there's energy in the movie. There's fun, the jokes are funny. Here the jokes aren't as funny, but it worked. And I thought it played well with the characters that goes with it. Sam Rockwell plays a detective who is kind of like, he acts like he's a drunk, but he's not, and he acts like he doesn't care. And it's that one of those, like kind of like he's been around for a long time and he's kind of like seen it all and type of thing. It doesn't really, the ending's kind of really lackluster. You kind of figure out who it is at the beginning of the movie. At least I did. I don't know. I don't know if anybody else did. And so it my main thing is, when I came home and I told my wife, was that it was really good. I enjoyed the acting. The acting was fine. The plot was good, but it was very predictable and lacked energy. And so, if I were to, do I recommend this movie? Yeah, but I don't think anybody's going to see this movie. I don't think it's going to make a lot of money. If I were to give this movie out of 10, I'll probably give this a 6 out of 10, because there were some scenes that it kept running and it kept going and the joke wasn't funny.
Okay.
There were some scenes that didn't need to be in there. There's certain subplot in there that I thought, why did they throw that in? It made no sense. They bought one of the scene is like they try to trap the Sam Rockwell was accused of killing somebody, but it wasn't like the way the scene went. It didn't look like him. And then they try to bring, oh, what about your wife, and your wife was hit there and she's a witness, and I'm like, what? And then it turned out not to be his wife, and they're like, okay, well, we're sorry. Okay, that was weird. See, that's why you don't trust a director with two first name, guys. They won't direct that well. So, anyways, I give this 6 out of 10. I did enjoy it. I thought some of the jokes were funny. Very dry humor. I'll give you an example. The killer hit Brody, the character. I don't know what's, yeah, hit him with the ski, and and Constantine, she was trying to explain to the detective Sam Rockwell, saying, "Yeah, he hit him with the ski, and then it all went downhill from there." Like, get, you're like, what the? So it's that kind of humor. That kind of humor. It's funny, but it's very dry. And so, anyways, folks, go check it out. If you've seen it, let me know, because I don't know. I don't know anybody that's seen this movie except for me. I don't know. I don't have anybody to talk to about it, because no one wants to see this movie, but I did, because I was very interested in this. Because I like murder mystery, and I thought this was done okay. It could have been better. It's not Knives Out. I'm excited for Knives Out. The second one should be good. And so go check it out. Comment down below. Let me know what you think of the movie. If you've seen it, if you haven't, then don't comment. And that's okay. And let's move on to our next review. We're going to power through this because we got at least one more, but we're going to talk about it for a long, very long length. First of all, The Rings of Power, episode 4, I believe. Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Oh, my audience, like, why did you ask Dave if he liked the movie? He didn't see the movie.
I didn't see the movie. Yeah.
So Dave didn't get to. He doesn't go to the movie late at night like I do. My beautiful wife allows me to go as the children sleep.
You just go by yourself.
Oh, I go. I love. In fact, the last 2 times I went to see a movie, this one and the last one was what movie did I see by myself in the last one? But I was there by myself in the theater. Yeah.
Was that the second time you saw Thor?
Oh, I think it was. No, I don't think so. It was something else. I don't know what it was. But yeah, right. I was fine, man. I love going movies by myself. It's fun. And so right. Let's go. The Rings of Power, episode 4. Let me ask you, Dave, since I've been talking a lot lately. What is your impression of this episode?
I'm trying to remember what even happened in the episode. I kind of binged all 4. So it all kind of blurs together. I know how it ends.
Well, I hope so. Tell me, actually, since you didn't review the first 3 episodes, right? Why don't you tell our audience what's your impression of the show so far, from from the first. Which one's your favorite episode? Which one is the weakest one? What did you like about it? What you didn't like about it?
I think my favorite episode was probably episode 3. Um, just because it seemed a little more consistent with the storytelling, and a little bit of, I guess, a little bit of Tolkien flair in there. Whereas I don't feel like the other episodes there was as much Tolkien. They tried to like I feel like they tried to just kind of take some of the dialogue from the Lord of the Rings trilogy and throw it in there, just as kind of a callback to the fans. Um, what little fan service they're going to do in this series. But episode 4, what happened? So
Exactly.
What's her name got thrown in jail? Is that right? Galadriel.
Yeah. So she got thrown in jail. The fourth episode. How did I put this? It really didn't do much.
No, it didn't. It didn't do anything to advance the story at all.
It did not.
They're still stuck in Numenor. They haven't really left in Numenor. What's Isildur's and Elendil's deal? Like,
Oh,
they're supposed to be the rulers of Gondor at some point. So
I don't think they were ever ruler of Gondor.
Yeah.
Were they?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah, Elendil was the king of Gondor at the time of the last battle of the last alliance, or whatever.
He's the one that chopped off the finger, and then he walked in there with
Isildur.
Yeah,
Isildur.
So we get the character. They introduce him, and so I thought that was cool. I think they're gonna redeem him from what Peter Jackson's version of him was, because the version of him in Lord of the Rings was kind of like, it's a selfish king that he just wanted to keep the power for himself. But I think
there was really that's really all there really was in the books, though. Well, there wasn't a whole lot in the book, the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I mean, like the Fellowship of the Rings. Yeah. There wasn't a whole lot of backstory on him. So,
well, I think this is going to redeem his character somewhat. I believe to make him, because he looks like he's a good guy.
Seems like a good guy. He wants to be friendly with the elves. Apparently his name is.
And I think he's hearing the voice in the third and the fourth episode. He keeps hearing Isildur, the voice.
Yeah.
But I think that's his mom. I believe that the voice of his mom. Sense. And I think when he, in Lord of the Rings, when he cut out the finger, Sauron's finger, and he's gonna take the ring, I think he's hearing his mom's voice in the ring, and then that's why it made him kept the ring. That could be a foreseen through the third episode, and the fourth, and so the fourth episode was weird. The third one, I love the third one, just like you, like we reviewed it, and we're going. The pace was going. We were moving forward, and the fourth episode, you're like, it took a step back. Like, wait, let's leave this place. It's time to move forward. And then they got to go back and they got to go see. She's got to figure out the prophecy. She looks through the glass thing. You saw you saw the sword, the one that he used, to cut off the knife in that room.
Yeah.
But then the queen decided to help her.
Yeah, that was just convenient.
What? Wait.
The entire 2 episodes, 2 full episodes that they're in Numenor. She's like totally against this, and then last minute, I'm actually gonna help her out
because of the tree, because the tree was falling, and she realized, okay, this is something I have to like.
It was convenient. How did they get the message to the boat that was taking her away from Numenor?
I have no idea.
How did they do that?
Or maybe she was never. I don't know.
Or they shot like an arrow with a note on it or something.
Well, there was a scene, I saw it on the trailer, that a boat, the sim looks exactly like that, exploded. But I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that boat. But I was I was kind of disappointed. Like, I mean, it was kind of boring. I mean, my wife fell asleep. And she loves Lord of the Rings, but she's not in, like, she feels like this thing, it hasn't really caught a hold on her yet. It caught me on the third episode. I was in. I'm like, okay, let's get going. And then you're like, okay, we're spending another full episode in this damn place. Let's get going.
This place, it's
It's gonna get
and there's a downfall. It's gonna get destroyed.
no one cares. At
Yeah,
the end, this place is never
yeah,
gonna be mentioned
and
again.
yeah, and Numenor is mentioned a couple times in the trilogy. Like not much is
Not
said about it.
much. Not much at all. And so, and then you introduce the father, the elf,
Oh,
or
Adar,
yeah, and he looks bad, though. He looks
he
really cool.
does.
But I
Who is he though? Is he going to be like an orc king?
probably he's not
He's
Sauron.
not Sauron.
He works for him,
Hal,
but he let the
Halbrand is going to be Sauron.
is you think so?
I think so. I think so. You see the rage in him in episode 3 when he goes up against those guys in Numenor. He's obsessed with forging in metal.
Yeah, but
Like,
his
that's what he wants. But like the rage that comes out when he's attacking those guys, or when they attack him, and he comes out and he straight up breaks the dude's arm. I'm like, that kind of rage is in somebody that wants to just he wants to rule. He wants to start over, and
okay,
he's got the rage. He's got the power. Like
but
he's got the desire for power.
he doesn't have the sword though. The kid
Sword. Oh,
does.
the kid's got the sword. Yeah, so maybe.
It's the kid, maybe. I can see that. But he's the king of the South, though, right? What's his name?
Isn't that where Mordor is though?
I don't
The
know.
Southlands. Like if you
I-
look at that map, the Southlands is where that map is, isn't it?
That's interesting.
That's
That
where
might,
Mordor
you know what?
is.
I think I might be agreeing with you there.
Yeah, and the tower that the elves and dwarves are building, that's not the tower of
No,
Mordor, is it? Is that
no,
that's gonna be a different tower?
that's gonna be a different tower. I don't think it's gonna be Mordor. At least more south. I don't know the map. Let's
Yeah, I
bring
didn't
out the
even look at the
map.
map. I didn't even look at the map, but yeah, the mark of Sauron, that's the map of, I'm pretty sure, the Southlands.
It is.
And Halbrand is the king of the Southlands, or the rightful heir, the Aragorn of this story. Aragon. What's his name?
Aragon?
Aragon?
No. Yeah.
Aragon or Aragorn?
One of those.
Yeah,
I'm
not
not
the
good.
Dragon.
You're asking the wrong guy.
Anyway,
I can't even.
I'm sure Aubrey or Jan would be able to tell us.
Well, I spoke to them. Aubrey loved this episode.
Really?
And I'm like, what are you watching? But that's why we watch shows, because different people,
Yeah,
different perspective,
different strokes for different folks.
yeah. So she said she loved it, and I was like, really? Like we went backwards. Like I was hoping she'd be on, but she couldn't. She's her baby boy, or her little
Oh,
boy's been not sleeping well, so she's
Yeah.
not sleeping well. But
yeah.
maybe we'll get her on the next one. But yeah, so I feel like episode 4 could have been a lot better. They could have moved forward, because at some point we have to go forward. What's her name? I can't say her name.
Galadriel.
Galadriel has been stuck in this place for 3 episodes,
Yeah.
at least 3, maybe 2.5.
I'm tired of it.
It's time to move on. It's
I'm
time
kind of
to move on.
disinterested in the Harfoot
Well, they
storyline.
weren't even
They
like
weren't even in the
in
episode.
episode 4.
Okay.
But he's gonna play an important part, though, because he's the
Gandalf,
wizard.
not Gandalf.
He's not Gandalf yet. He won't be Gandalf, but he is going to be a wizard, because isn't it like
There's like 5 wizards.
5 wizard, and he's going to be the main first one, I believe, because this is like, long time before any Gandalf come around. And so, anyways, I think that's about it. I don't have any. I was just bored. I was just like, I
don't
want.
feel like this story arcs for some of these characters are really.
No,
I don't know. And there's no rings of power yet in the Rings of Power.
I do like the story of the elf. What's his name?
Pretty Boy.
Yeah, it's Agent Smith's character. What's his name?
Elrond.
Elrond.
Neither of us could remember.
I like that.
It's interesting, yeah, and I like
because the dwarf just like, do you think that's what he really here for? And he says no. So there's something going on there that's gonna reveal later. I think we'll see what happened. At least that thing has a mystery.
Yeah.
Everybody else kind of like just stuck in one spot, and no one wants to move forward with those characters. It's like I watched House of Dragons, and I hate to say it, House of Dragons blown this show away. The character development in that movie.
I haven't watched any of it, but
And there's no. Here's the thing: it's sad. It's like there's no action as much that much, and it's still good. It's so
Really?
good because mainly because I'm so intrigued with the politics of Game of
Oh,
Thrones.
okay.
I'm learning and understanding the politics of why Game of Thrones is the way it is.
Whether the game is.
Yeah, why the game is and why they play it. Like, first of all, it's like being a president of the United States. Why would you want to be a president of the United States? But when you watch Game of Thrones, you're like, okay, I get because they want power. It's all about
Mhm,
power. It's the
mhm.
same thing with same. Anyway, we're not gonna get into that, but anyways, folks, check out the Rings of Power episode 4. What do you think? Are you on Aubrey's side thinking this is a great episode? Are you on our side thinking that this show is not going anywhere? It took a step back. It should have moved forward. It should
Yeah.
have kept going, but it didn't. It just stuck in one spot and it has not moved. And I hope that the 5th episode will go forward. And so,
Yeah.
anyways, let us know what you think. What you think of the show so far. Are you watching the House of Dragon and the Rings of Power? Which show you like better? I'm giving the nod to House of Dragon because
I've heard really good things about it.
it's really good, and so go check it out. All right. With that being said, let's move on to what we're really here for, and that is Cobra Kai
Cobra
season
Kai
5,
season 5.
aka season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4.
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
Folks, I'm gonna be the first one. My wife knows I like Cobra Kai series. I like the movie, Karate Kid, with the original 83 or 85, one of those,
84, I think.
right in between 84.
Yeah.
I have friends online who thinks this show is the greatest show in the world. Eric, if you're watching this review is for you, buddy, because you are wrong. That means you have not, as Juan said, you have not been to Singapore.
That's
You
Jack
That's Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow.
Yeah. Clearly you have been not in Singapore. Anyways, Cobra Kai season 5, and I mean it when I say AKA season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4. Let me go for it. I liked it. It was fun. But it's the same damn plot in every damn season. It's time to move forward, to go away from this, but it's the same thing.
Yeah.
You all you're doing is you bring in different character from the past, which I appreciate because it does play into the story.
Yeah.
Like certain cameo, for instance, in this season 5, it brought back that girl, the redhead. I forgot her name. But she's
from Karate Kid 3.
3.
Yeah.
And she's a sister.
cousin.
She's a sister or a cousin of his wife.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting. I didn't think that. Like, what? How could she be a cousin? But fine,
It's pretty creative how they've brought these characters back in,
and I'm okay with these characters coming.
And on that topic, while we're talking about it, there was the Silver. What's his name?
Crap. What's his name?
Terry Silver.
Yeah, Terry Silver.
So he mentions in one line in Karate Kid 3 his master's name, and they brought that back, and that was a major plot driver,
plot device. To build his character backstory of his character even more. And then you get what's his name back, the one that beat the crap out of Daniel's son in the third one.
The bad boy of karate,
Mike Barnes.
Mike Barnes.
Yeah. And you know what? I didn't mind his character because I thought he was gonna come.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna come back and but I'm glad that they don't go that route. I'm glad that they change because
he moved on. He changed his entire persona.
Yeah,
his entire person changed.
Like he was a dick in the movie, and I was like, please don't make him come back like that because it's just not. It just won't make it interesting. It's not realistic. People move on.
You can't relate to it.
Yeah, people like Luke Skywalker. He changed.
Yeah.
He's a grumpy old man. That's okay. The Last Jedi was a great movie. Get over it. Anyways, get that out. Uh, I like this. I liked season 5. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was
Yeah.
just mind blowing because you get the same plot. Oh no, they
There's
won
a
last season. It's
yeah.
time to bring another character. Okay, conflict. Okay, relationship. Okay, we made up. Okay, get together. Okay, now we beat them. It's season 1.
There's a bullied kid.
There's
There's
there is nothing new about the plot or the story. Well, let me take that back. The plot, the story is different because
story's different.
the character comes in and change the story. But it doesn't matter that change the
The
story.
plot's the same.
The plot's the same. No matter how that the story starts from the beginning, you might have new character come in and out. At the end, the conflicts and the resolution is the exact same thing in every damn season. There's nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing. And I love the fact we can go, but I love the fact that they made this like as if Karate Kid and Cobra Kai is like gonna rule the world, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, I love the storytelling. I love the series, but it's karate. What the hell are you gonna do with the if somebody comes up with you with a gun? You're not. I'm sorry. The guy who is trained to shoot a gun will kill somebody with a. That's just the way it is. It ain't gonna save you. It ain't gonna save you. But I appreciate.
I don't know. Chosen survived a katana attack.
I like. Okay, let's talk about favorite character really quick. Oh, first of all, we'll go to that. What do you think of season 5?
I like. It was entertaining. The ending, I was hoping. This is kind of bad, but I was hoping that they would have killed off.
Yes.
What's his name?
Yes.
Leave him dead. What's his name?
Chosen.
Well, yeah, that would have been good. Like good for like a sacrifice or somebody to really drive things home and weigh the consequences of these actions. But John Kreese, that's who it was.
Oh, see, he's back now. Dude,
I know. I don't like that. Be done with that character.
I'm done with him.
Yeah.
He's gonna come back and he's gonna rule. He's gonna do it again, and then we're gonna go back to season
how
1, 2,
though?
3,
like,
4,
are they really gonna have these characters be that stupid to be manipulated by this guy again?
I don't know.
Like Terry Silver, this character's way of manipulating, that was kind of believable.
And I like the arc that he has.
Yeah.
But it's like, well, I mean, it's just, but that arc is just up, it's a different level than what John Kreese was.
Yeah.
It's the same character. It's just a little bit more, he's more rich and more conniving.
He's more resourceful.
So
his way of manipulating is different.
But it's the same character. It's like nothing new. I agree with you. I think this type of show lacks consequence. Come on, dude. You got to kill someone off.
Yeah, even what season was it? Season 3 when Miguel broke his back?
Yeah.
He learned how to walk and fight again the next season.
No. Oh, I've always had I get that the director and the storyteller, the writer wants us to suspend the belief, like suspend reality stuff, because these kids are fighting like ninjas and they barely just learn karate.
Yeah.
And first of all, you coming into my house to destroy my property.
Oh, yeah.
Every one of your parents is paying me back.
Yep.
First of all, I'm going to take you to court. Yep. That's the real life, folks.
That's true. I guess we do need to suspend reality for some of this.
But yeah, and so
but that was like a big consequence of their action. And what's his name went to jail for it. So Robbie Keane went to jail for it. And so that was a consequence. That was some of the weight of their actions on them. But yeah, I think, there needs to be a little more sacrifice, more heavy consequences.
That's why, one of my favorite character, let's going back to Game of Thrones, my Lord, my grace. I've been in this realm, the Seven Kingdom. I want to live in the Seven Kingdom and rule in the Iron Throne. But I want somebody to call me Lord, But anyways, in Game of Thrones, the first season, if you ever watch it, one of my favorite characters was the dad, Stark, the dad. who
Okay.
plays the actor. I forgot his name. He's in Lord of the Rings. He dies in every stinking movie.
Sean Bean.
Sean Bean, and he's such
Yeah.
a great actor.
Oh yeah, he
Great
is.
actor. And in this scene, this is why Game of Thrones is the king, because they're not afraid to kill off characters
Yeah.
that you follow, that you invested, because it builds tension and it builds storytelling for other character emotionally to move forward. Things like the girls, his girls, the Stark girls, their lives changed because of what happened to their dad, and now in the Game of Thrones in season 2, 3, whatever going on, they leave a different path. The consequence of the dad's death, kind of rattled their
Drives the
life.
yeah.
It's the same thing with this with I feel like that's what lacks in Cobra Kai. I get it. It's supposed to be lighthearted. I mean, how can I don't know, what's his name? Chosen got sliced up
Sliced in the back.
in the back.
Yeah.
And did you notice that in this season they say a lot of F word more than
Yeah, there was a
usual?
lot more than the previous
Yeah,
seasons.
they went all out in this one for some reason. I don't know. I don't get it. It's out of character in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because you started
Were there
like,
different writers for this season than
no, it's the
previous ones?
same thing.
Hmm.
Three people, and like for you to have Daniel say the F word like 3 times, it's
A
like
lot. Yeah.
yeah, like it's out of his character that you have built from the beginning of this series. It's kind of
Yeah.
like,
This
what?
he's kind of supposed to be like a Zen character.
Yeah,
But is
but
that kind of their way of showing that he and
that
what is his name?
that Johnny
Johnny,
kind of rub up
that
on
they
him.
kind of like rubbed off on each other.
Okay, I
Like
can.
Johnny's
Oh,
more of more family oriented. He's a little more stable. He's a little more zen and controlled. And then Daniel's letting loose a little bit.
I can see it. Okay,
So
I'll buy
maybe
that.
that's their way of selling us on that because yeah, Johnny is way
I do.
more stable in this season.
I do love that scene though when Daniel goes to his apartment and he had that conversation,
Yeah.
and Johnny was almost like, Daniel, take a break, like basically
And he's like, man, if you're saying this, maybe I really am.
yeah, calm down, sit down and have a beer with me, like. And I
Yeah.
like the fact that they don't make him rivals anymore. I'm so happy they
Yeah.
moved
Same.
past that. It's
Yeah.
like,
Because, people resolve their conflicts
yeah,
eventually.
it's like it's time to go. Okay, let me ask you. Let me talk about one character that I do love.
Okay.
Chosen was funny. I thought his character
Oh,
was
yeah.
cool. He's
Yeah.
very like tunnel vision. Let's kill this guy. Okay, we're done. Like that's it. And I'm happy that they changed him to be Daniel's good friend, and I thought that
Yeah.
was really cool. My favorite character in this season is Tori, the girl,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
and it's because out of all the characters, she has an inner battle that she has to deal with the entire season, and for her to be in that position to go, to betray her friend and the guy that she likes, and to be basically a loner, to
Yeah.
trying to destroy within, to be a mole within this Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
I thought her character was the best one of all, because it what's the word, it has spice. It has like the gravitas, because I feel like every character is the same.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
There's no inner struggle with any of these people.
We got a
Besides
little bit of from Miguel.
Miguel, maybe, but even then, like, his inner struggle was he's trying to find his dad. Within one episode, that's gone.
Yeah, that's true.
That's gone.
That's true.
They don't even mention his dad anymore after that episode.
Oh, wasn't it like 2-3 episodes?
Maybe 2, but that's about it. But
Yeah, once he finds out whose dad really is.
but I'm talking about, she has to. I think she was the heavy hitter in this series, that she has to deal. These I like this kind of character, like the same thing with in Stranger Things, Sam.
Oh, yeah.
Her
Yeah.
character was the best character, because she's the heavy hitter. She has to carry
Mhm.
all this emotion and all these inner struggle within herself. That's why I think she was the best character of this series, and so,
Yeah.
or this season at least.
Yeah, this season. So I would admit that there was one scene that almost got me teary-eyed.
Which one?
It was the fight between Miguel and Robbie in the apartment complex. When Miguel, he's got him on the ropes, and he's like, he's in a position to end this on his terms, and he does, but he remembers back, and he's like, that's not, like, I don't want to do that. Like, he remembers back to him getting kicked off the railing and breaking his back, and he's like,
Mm.
he has this change of heart. Like, I'm gonna hold back. That's not who I am. And just that resolution, like after a fist fight, I think it was great.
Okay.
I liked it.
I hated that scene.
Did you?
First
What
of all,
about, wait, what about it was,
first of all, Robbie should have kicked his ass.
oh
Like
no, no doubt.
completely.
No
There's
doubt.
they made Miguel they made Miguel win. That's because of that reason. What you
Right.
said, they want to resolve this conflict, which I understand.
Yeah.
I just felt it was forced. I felt like it was.
Yes.
I felt like it wasn't
Okay.
natural. Like I think it would have been better if the two, instead of Johnny trying to step in, if the two boys, they're big boys, let them figure it out. You know, eventually they're going to figure out. The story telling the story will get them there if you tell it right. I felt like it was very forced, and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Just didn't seem natural to me when that
Yeah.
scene
It
happened.
was, it's not like the resolution between Johnny and Daniel.
Because
That was
but
written very well.
but granted, I get it because that took a movie and then it's 4 seasons. So I mean, they got a lot of time to resolve that conflict, but it wasn't like forced. It was naturally done, and it
Right.
was progressively done because they have a common enemy. I think Robbie, at that point, they had a common enemy. I think
Mhm.
they could have resolved it in that going towards that storyline, instead of
Yeah.
having them fight together. It's like, well, you know, I get it. I get that they're trying to move it, to try to move that excuse me, the two character forward so they can team up. And so,
Yeah. Well, I think
but
the entire resolution at the end of the season was kind of forced.
oh yeah,
That last episode was way too rushed.
too rush.
So
Too rush. I mean, I love the fighting. I mean, you know, it's fine. I mean, you can tell their age. It's not. We know that Daniel was gonna his butt kick, and at the end he was gonna have to fight Silver again, and we know that he was
yeah.
gonna beat him. It's nothing. It's very predictable. All the
Yeah.
seasons are predictable.
Yes.
This is why I say season 6. If they're gonna make season 6, it has to be the last one.
Yeah.
You cannot.
Yeah, we're getting old. It's getting old.
And getting old. There's no one dies yet. Miguel miraculously can walk again after falling almost 2 story into a freaking rail.
Yeah.
Like, at a certain point,
Yeah, I
there's
should have
gotta
killed him.
be you gotta take risk and have somebody kill off, or something traumatic happen to a certain character that won't allow them to perform karate
Yes.
or something anymore. I think
Something that's not going to be resolved in the very next episode.
no, something that takes time. But you know, I don't find, I like this season. I still think the first season was the best,
Yeah.
just because it was such a phenomenal, you know, and all that stuff. It was so good.
Oh, and Johnny's character drove the whole thing.
Yeah. And I loved his arc. I love how far from the first season to now he wants to be that dad, and I commend that character for that. And so,
Yeah.
but at a certain point, man, you have to end the series because it's not that. It's
You can't keep going with this conflict between dojos.
Yeah.
They're running out of characters to bring back.
no, they have no more
They're out.
character,
There are no more.
and you can't bring back Kreese to do the same thing again.
Yeah.
Like, there's no. I hope I mean, look, the writers are smarter than us. Well, at least I hope they are. But if a Joe Blow like me can figure out that the season 1 and season 5 are the same damn thing, I'm not the only one that thinks that. I guarantee it. And Eric,
it's number 1 on Netflix for TV shows right now.
I don't care. It's still entertaining. I get that
Yes, it
part,
is.
and you are invested in the character. I just, it's still been done. Miguel and what's her name were together. They broke up. Now they're back together. It's back and forth. It's like, okay, it's what now? They're gonna break up again, and then Robbie's gonna take what's her name. Like, at a certain point, you gotta move on. what's
Yeah.
next, and I don't know what they can do next. I don't see any other character they could bring back that would be the big bad, because they're gonna make Kreese if there is a sixth season, he's gonna be the big bad again, and it's just gonna be the same thing,
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah. How about the weakest characters?
The
Who's the
weakest
weakest
character
character?
in this season, I think, was Hawk, because I feel like
I
he
would say Stingray,
who's Stingray.
the adult dude that got beat up by Silver in the
Oh,
previous season.
but he didn't really. He's not really part of the. He was just a device.
They tried to make him.
Well, he didn't do. Although the actor is really good, though. He's a good
I
actor.
really
He's
like the actor.
yeah, he's good. But the thing is, it's like he was only in it for like two episodes, maybe three,
Yeah,
and
that's
so
true.
he's really wasn't the major character
Okay,
that you've been with for the like the last 5 seasons. I thought
that's
they did.
true.
I think they
Hawk
did
has been there
Hawk.
since season one, right?
Yeah, yeah, he's been in season. I thought his character was kind of just like took a back seat. Like
Yeah.
I love the ending of season 4 that they made him the champion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was great.
I love that. At some point, on only not only Miguel or Robbie are can be champion. They have somebody else to do it, and I love that part. But in this one, he didn't really have much to do.
Yeah, that's true.
He had a fight, and I mean, like there was no his character didn't develop at all. It just stayed the same in this one. And so I thought he
Yeah.
was one of the weakest. Not that he was bad, but I feel like they just kind of put him in the back, in the back burner. Didn't really use them as much.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Okay. I think who else? I'm trying to think of other characters. The LaRusso boy, what's his name? Anthony? Is that his name?
and okay, the black kid, what's his name? I forgot.
Oh,
The Robbie mentor. I forgot his
yeah.
name. Okay, he's a little too intense.
Yeah.
I get he's been
Yeah.
picked on. Look, I'm I'm an old, I'm 40 years old. I'm from the old days. We kind of like if somebody picks on me, you fight them. If I get beat up, I get beat up. But at least I stood up for myself, type of thing.
Right.
I never hold grudges though. Like I never hold this anger inside me that I want to kill somebody. Like
Right.
his character
He wanted to
annoyed.
do some like violence.
Yeah,
He was way too
he was
intense.
very annoying to me. Like all he's one dimension. There was nothing else. All
Yeah.
it was just anger. Like
Yeah.
what? And then at the end it shows him like, oh, looking, through the Cobra Kai. It's just like, and
Sudden resolution,
yeah,
suddenly let go of all of that anger and hate.
anger, and like I was like, that's it. But I did like the one scene that Robbie was trying to talk to him and he said, "Not yet. I'm not ready yet." I
Mm,
like that. I thought that was like,
yeah.
okay, at least there's some inner struggle going on within this character. But up until then,
Yeah.
all was just one dimension characters. I didn't like him. I thought he was too intense and really annoying. Like all he was just like mad, like oh, not anymore.
Yeah.
No one's gonna pick on me, dude. If Robbie wanted to, like, they made him. First of all, Robbie would have kicked his butt. Let's be
Yeah.
honest. There's no way that he could have won. You taught him one punch, and then
Yeah. How
he.
are you gonna land that against
I like
yeah.
whatever, dude. Like they made.
It
Oh,
was a little
they.
unrealistic.
Here's another one. They did make Robbie character kind of weak as well. Like he didn't really. He did. He wasn't. He didn't shine. To me, he was the best. He was one of the best character in the season 4 because of
Mm,
the struggle that he has within himself about dad, and so. But this
yeah.
one, nothing much for him to do work with. And
He was kind of apathetic.
now he's kind of understand. He's on the redemption tour in this season.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
and I don't mind that. I like Robbie. I kind of want to. I thought they were gonna make him into a really a good guy from the beginning, because when he first studied under Russo, he turned himself around, and
Yeah.
then they kind of like threw in that little plot of him, not being bad, and I don't know. I mean, when you get in a fight when you're young, we all get tunnel vision. We don't really
It's
think about the
true. Yeah.
consequence, and so
Yeah. You don't think about what's gonna happen. the next day or the next hour.
Anyways, Cobra Kai season 5. Where would you put this? Well, first of all, out of 10, what do you give this season?
I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay, you're very generous.
I liked it. I don't know that I would watch it again.
I would, because you can watch season 1, 2, 3, 4,
That's
and
true.
5, and it's the
That's
same thing.
true. That's true. It did make me want to go back and watch the original Karate Kid movies again, though. Not this
Okay.
season, but the entire series. So this season, though, yeah, 7 out of 10. What would you give it?
I probably give the same, a 7 out of 10 as well, because it's just the same
Yeah,
as any other one.
it didn't. It didn't stand out.
Now, where would you rank this out of the 5 season?
Give me a sec. So let's see. What happened in? Now I'm trying to think of what happened. Like what happened in season 3? I feel like that was a really good one.
Elizabeth Shue came back.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
she came back in that one and kind of like, became a mediator basically.
That's right. So I would say season 1 is probably the best. Season 2 was a close second. This one's, I don't know, a third, but even with 3, 4, and 5.
Okay.
Season 4 probably be more number 3 than
3.
the rest of them. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I
4, even with season 3.
Okay.
4th.
I rate them all the same because they're all the same.
Okay. All right.
There is no difference in these series, guys. The only
so they're all number 1 and they're all number 5.
Yeah, because all they are is just they bring in different characters to further the story to resolve certain issues, and then that character's gone, and you get back to the same plot every single time. So I rate them all the same.
Okay, that's fair.
Anyways, folks, thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening to our review. There's lots of reviews coming down the line. It's Oscar season. It's time for me to buckle down and start watching some interesting movies. I saw your friend James, our friend James.
Oh yeah,
listed his. I don't trust anybody who has Downton Abbey in number 2. I don't know what you're thinking,
I didn't
James.
see that. Did he really put in Downtown Abbey?
Yeah, he put it number 2. What is wrong with you, James?
Oh, man.
What is wrong with you?
I might have to look at his list.
I tried watching that movie. I hit the Z's. Just I fell asleep. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
I have no interest in that movie. But it's is it nominated? Can it get nominated? You think?
Oh no, I don't think it's gonna get
Okay.
nominated. I don't think it's that good to begin with. I don't know what he's thinking. Me and James think.
Number 2.
The more I look at his list, every time when he puts
Sonic
the movie
the Hedgehog
in,
2 is number 11.
yeah, really. Come on, let's go, James. We need to talk about this. You need to come on and defend your list because I don't know if I agree with your list. But anyways, folks, thank you for listening to us. Please don't forget to subscribe to Movie Nerds. We bring you entertainment, just like our reviews. That's about it. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Also, me and Dave, we do have another podcast, not YouTube channel, but a podcast, and it's called A Simple Man's Gospel. And that's where we talk about spiritual things, and we have halo on our head as we talk and sing and praise. No, we don't.
We do get a little more real though.
We do get more real. And so our last episode was about law of chastity. Go check that out. A Simple Man's Gospel on podcast and any form, Apple Podcast, Spotify. Google. I think that's about it.
Where else do you listen to the podcast? It's really it, right?
Yeah, that's
Google
it.
Podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
But yeah, check it out. Let us know what we can do. We are going to bring back Looking Back series. I'm thinking of doing, since we're in the middle of the Rings of Power, I think we're going to maybe do the Fellowship of the Ring. And we're going to talk about how Peter Jackson changed certain things. And it is not a perfect movie or a perfect trilogy, Aubrey. Yes, I said it. Let's go. Thank you, folks. Until next time, be kind.